Shaun Nelms.
Charlie Colbert.
We are both members of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. We are avid public market shoppers. We come down just about every Saturday, we hang out, we walk the market, meet some incredible people. And today we're gonna use some ingredients from the market to cook today.
For today's entree, pan-seared lamb chops with sautéed spinach and a weeknight ratatouille. For the lamb chops, you'll need garlic, fresh lemons, parsley, crushed red peppers, thyme, white wine, rapeseed oil, and salt and pepper to taste. For the veggies, fresh spinach, garlic, and salt and pepper. And for the weeknight ratatouille, you'll need eggplant, mushrooms, tomato, bell pepper, zucchini, onion, garlic, bay leaf, and salt and pepper.
We're starting out with a glug of olive oil. This is Greek olive oil. And again, with that Mediterranean theme, we'll let that warm up. Got a little clove of garlic here. It's interesting, you know, you see people with all these different techniques for peeling garlic, but the one I like the best is just cut it in half and, you know, you're gonna chop it up anyway. So just cut it in half. Got my little garbage can in here.
I haven't used that technique. I usually just smash it.
Yeah, smashing it works, but I'm gonna go with a rough chop here because this is actually gonna go through the food mill at the end. So I'm not that concerned with the size of the pieces. I really just wanna get that flavor from the garlic.
Nice.
And this will go into the oil, flavor the oil, and then we'll get going with the tomatoes and the onions that are gonna go next with this.
And I'll start seasoning my lamb chops while you're doing that over there.
Okay.
It's always good to kind of, when you're seasoning, to season up high so that the seasoning doesn't clump in one area. So you could kind of go high in the air and let it kind of drop. If I get really, really close, then it'll kind of stay in one spot, and that's not what you want. This is some thyme. I think for this dish, dried thyme is better because it spreads more evenly. However, I put some fresh thyme in there as well. And for the lamb, I'm actually gonna use this type of pan, which is not a non-stick. And I do that because I want the lambs to kind of leave a sear and leave some of that flavor in the pan. Then I'm gonna deglaze it with some white wine. You can use water as well. Deglazing simply means you take all those beautiful brown bits on the bottom of the pan, and the liquid will actually have it lift those nice bits from the pan and create a sauce. So we'll do that a little bit later with some lemon, some crushed red pepper, and some fresh parsley.
Okay, I've gone into my pan so far with olive oil, garlic, and the tomatoes. I'm gonna salt and pepper it now. And like Shaun said, it's best to go high with your spices. We'll go with gray salt, and this is white pepper. Next up for this is a nice dose of onion, rough, coarse chop.
That's a big knife, man.
Makes my hands look small. So I'll generally cook with two knives, a utility knife and a chef's knife, and occasionally I'll use a paring knife. The tomatoes are starting to give up some of their love. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of wine.
So I just thinly sliced some garlic over here, which I'm gonna use for the spinach. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you wanna create it perfect, you just kind of get a really sharp knife. And I wanna do slivers for this garlic. So they kind of come like that. And for the rest of the garlic, I'm actually gonna just cut in half, and I'm gonna use those larger pieces to help flavor my oil as well when I'm doing the lamb.
Garlic makes everything happy. You'll see a lot of times chefs will be very specific about the size or the cut of the food that they want.
Yep.
That is very much linked to, the ultimate texture you want to end up with and how it'll be in the mouth, but also you want things to cook together. So if everything's the same size, pretty much the same makeup, you're going to get cook timing that's going to work well. And with oil and let it get happy.
The eggplant will kind of suck up some of that oil, right?
Yeah,
there's a sponge, right?
There's a Turkish joke. They say, this man's so rich, he doesn't care how much oil his wife uses for eggplant.
I know you love cooking. Like, what got you into cooking?
Well, I mean, from very young, I got into cooking. And the work that I do, I'm a project manager. I'm an IT project manager. That's what I do for a living. Before that, I was a computer programmer. And I think just my natural tendency, I like process, like steps. Mm-hmm. And cooking is very much made of just that. It's, A, then B, then C.
I just love cooking, man. It's something that is therapeutic for me. I just think we both have busy jobs, and you give a lot to the community, and sometimes I want to come home and just be in my own little world.
Yeah.
And cooking does that. So, as I said, I was using grapeseed oil. There's all different types of oils. Charlie used some Greek olive oil. I'm going to use grapeseed oil because it has a higher heat content. So you can cook a little bit higher heat with grapeseed oil. Avocado oil does that. So I'm going to just let this sear for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. I'm going to throw some garlic in there. Again, these are like larger garlic pieces because I want the garlic to flavor the oil in there. So I'm not going to be afraid of burning it. And that smells incredible. Again, there's salt, pepper, there's thyme. Now I'm adding the garlic. This is about 2 to 3 minutes per side. I'm going to flip the chops. I'm also going to flip the garlic so it doesn't overcook. And that looks good, man. Smells incredible too.
Yeah, I just smell that thyme that you dumped in there, man.
That's right. I smell a little of that mushrooms in there.
Yeah,
Hey.
starting to get some color, and then I'm going to take the heat down. These are the vegetables that are giving off the most water.
Yep.
I want to get some good color.
Look at that oil. All the oil's gone.
All the oil's gone. We
That's fine. That's fine. And now you're getting some of the caramelization of the vegetables there.
Yep. Yeah.
Good stuff. I joked earlier about you liking the knives. You're also like a samurai, right? I mean, we're close to it, right?
Well, yeah. I train Japanese swordsmanship, so that's.
I've seen it. Your knife is like, it's literally like.
It's a real, yeah. It's not a real sword. It's a replica. Sure. I've been doing that for 6 years. Prior to that, I was an Aikido guy. I did that for about 25 years when I lived in Syracuse.
There's so many people in this community that have amazing talents outside of what we get paid to do.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and it's very few people that I know in the community who are a trained swords person. You know.
It's very esoteric. I must say that. And I'll tell you this: it's good, even with cooking. It's good to be able to measure yourself in a way other than your job.
Right.
Right. To say, I haven't had promotion in a while, but I got to the next level black belt.
Oh, wow.
Possibility, right?
Look at that sear.
Oh yeah.
I'm not concerned about that garlic because I'm going to throw that garlic out. It's just the flavor of the sauce. You want to switch. You do want to flip that garlic over because you don't want the burned garlic flavor.
Right. It will get bitter.
Get the oil.
It will get bitter.
So you got to turn it over. That's why I kept those pieces large. You can see these. These are about to come out. That searing is amazing. My nephew, who's a chef in New York City, taught me a term. What's left in this pan is called the fan.
Fan. That's French.
Fan.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take this fan. I used to call it dripping. We're gonna take this fan and we're gonna add to this some lemon juice, some parsley.
It smells so good.
I'm gonna add some crushed red pepper. I'm gonna take some lemon juice.
Season as we go. One last bit of this. That smells amazing.
I gotta be careful. If I add the pan on, that would have flamed. So I turned the heat off. Just for that
chilies.
That chili got me. That's right.
Got me, man. All right, ready for this. My one gadget I brought is this food mill. Anyone that makes their own tomato sauce, or this is a very fine mesh food mill. So tomatoes are going to go in here.
And that's that deglazing. As you can see, all those pieces now are coming up because the wine, or you can use water. I'm going to just take this spinach and start adding this in bunches to a hot pan, and it will wilt or start to get small slowly. And you can put like 3 bunches of spinach, and it comes out like enough that fits in your hand, right? It just cooks down and down and down. So I just let this kind of do its natural thing. There's oil in there. Again, there's some garlic. I don't want Charlie to see this. There's a little bit of pepper in there.
A little. When Shaun says a little bit of pepper, he did one recipe. He goes, "Oh yeah, we'll put a little bit of pepper. We'll put a tablespoon of cayenne." Tablespoon of cayenne.
A little bit of salt.
Wakes me up. It's tell you a little bit about yourself.
And then we will slowly start letting that wilt.
Okay. Had a malfunction with my mill here, so I'm just going to do this manually with my
Get those big old hands, you got it.
chinois. Just getting things to pass through here. We'll keep the skins back. We'll keep the whole tomatoes and the whole onions and the garlic back, but we want the flavor.
I usually don't put a lot of wine in things I cook with, but I open the bottle, so you got to use the bottle. So that's the.
You open the bottle, you throw away the cork. well, I guess we know what we got to do.
Do with that, right?
We got a sauce here that's going to bind, and this will be ready for your plate.
I like that green against the dark here, which is good.
The coupe plates, nice. And a plate.
Let's do that.
Let me check you here.
Yep. You can take that right off if you want.
Shut it off?
Yeah.
Now, what do you go for temp-wise? Medium rare?
Medium rare, yeah.
Medium rare. Okay.
Yeah. Medium rare, yeah. And then let's get some of your ratatouille. Yeah. Cool. Oh, look at that. Because I have sauce on this these chops, and there's brown on this side, I'm gonna put brown on that side. Separate that a little bit in the plate. I mean, it smells incredible, Charlie.
Oh my God, it smells good. Shaun.
We're gonna take some of that pan sauce, which is.
Oh, that is so good, it's bad.
And that's what you have. You have some lamb chops with a deglaze, some deglaze wine reduction, some spinach, and a beautiful, what'd you call it?
Ratatouille.
Weeknight
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Yeah. Just throw it together. Yeah.
That's right. Thank you so much for cooking with Charlie and I. We really appreciate it. I think, again, there's so many amazing people in this community who love to cook and fellowship. The public market is the perfect place for all of that. To come down, meet new people. We met Sue, who has incredible spices. We met Deacon Tony, you guys had a Syracuse bond.
Yeah.
And the Moss family is an incredible family in this community, at the market, also outside the market. There's seafood, again, you can get bourbon, you can get cheese.
You come here regularly, you'll start to get your favorites.
That's right.
You'll see a pattern develop, it'll be good.
But the best thing is fellowship, friendship. And it brings us together every Saturday. Thank you so much and enjoy. Bon appetit. Peace.